about the expression standing on the shoulders of giants. Ano ba yan? And right now, it's a straight up lesson on how does this work. How can you stand on someone's shoulders and why should you? And tonight is for people na confused. What am I going to do with my online presence? Mga ganyan. What direction should I go when it comes to making money from the internet? And this is all about the things that will limit or make you succeed in earning from the internet or becoming an entrepreneur online. Okay, if that's you, please type in the chat room or the comments MMMMM, right? Or me. Now, this is a rapid fire talk, meaning to say you will see what I'm going to say, you will see on screen behind me. So if you are ready, rapid fire. I have a lot of things to say. And tonight's show is called a value talk because the main purpose of this show tonight is to give you something you can take away with you and bring yourself to success. Dadali mo yung sarili mo success. That is why I call it a value talk. If you're happy that you're here, well, I'm happy that you're here in this value talk. And thank you so much for joining me. Okay? I need to check lang. Need to check lang yung mga tao nandyan sa chat rooms. Kasi okay, nilagay ko na siya. Okay. For those of you who are here, hello. Let's get started. Okay. Standing on the shoulders of giants. Oh, nasaan na siya? Okay. So this is an example of a giant and somebody standing on it. The small person. It means to benefit from the work of others who have gone before you. Okay. And we're not just talking about others, no. We are talking about the giants of the industry. Okay. Or these are the giants of the business you are trying to get yourself into. Now, I'm going to show you a complete list right now of hero topics. Jomar, what's a hero topic? This is another word for sub-niche, micro-niche, a small version of a market. Let me just go into it now. And a hero topic is the sub-niche or a sub-market, no? The world of automotive car. That's a big topic, no? Inside car, there are sports cars, there are family cars. That's a hero topic. Okay. Now, hero gifts are those things that I'll give you an example. I'll just give you an example. Diretso. I'll give you an example. The hero gift is 50 inspiring stories. What is that? It's something that the people in that world, let's say sports cars, no, 50 inspiring stories of people with sports cars. Do you understand? That's a hero gift. Okay. So a hero gift is what we call today as a lead magnet. Okay. Now, Jomar, that's very technical. So yeah, have you ever read something that started with inspiring stories about blank? Like inspiring stories about grandmothers, inspiring stories about cats. Do you see what I mean? And then you said, oh, I like this article, I'm going to read it. That's a hero gift. Okay? So you get it. So it could be an essay, an ebook, a short story. Pwede na yan. Okay? Now, it's always on various topics. I'm going to give you some examples of the topics. And these topics are on purpose. We picked them on purpose. Canadian pride. What does that mean? It's, let's say the big topic is Canada. Okay? The hero topic is the pride of being a Canadian. Jomar, what's another hero topic? Canadian tourist spots. Am I clear? Do you get what I mean? Anyway, let's keep going. How about this? A hero topic is horse lovers. So these are people interested in horses. How about another one? Pet lovers. So different kind of pet, dogs and cats, not horses in specific. So these are called the hero topics. Now, how about this? Latter-day Saints or the Mormons. That is a hero topic, meaning to say it's a sub-niche or a niche. Okay. How about golfer's life? In other words, these are the life of people who love to play golf. Jomar, I'm not getting it. What do you mean by standing on the shoulders of giants when you're talking about these topics? No? Because first of all, what kind of giant are we looking for? Because let me tell you, Do you want to stand on the shoulders of Mother Teresa? Question. Why? Question. Why not? Kasi Mother Teresa stands for something. If you're not interested in that something, let's say poverty or the poor, then you're not going to stand on her shoulders. But if you're interested in golf, you're going to look for the giants in golf and you're going to stand on their shoulders. You understand me? So before you stand on the shoulder of a giant, you better make sure you know what kind of giant this is. Okay? Some more. Weight loss. In the world of weight loss, who are the giants there? Now, this list is actually not random. It's the title of the books by Mark Victor Hansen. And the book is called The Chicken Soup for the Soul. So let's review, Mark Victor Hansen has created a book for Chicken Soup for the Soul for weight loss, Chicken Soup for the Soul for golfers, Chicken Soup for the Soul for Latter-day Saints, Chicken Soup for the Soul for pet lovers, and Chicken Soup for the Soul for horse lovers. Jomar, Chicken Soup, these are books. Now, Jomar, why are we looking at the Chicken Soup for the Soul books? What's the point of seeing that? Because sila Mark, they did not just make books on random topics. Can you type the letter R? It looks like it's random, right? Here's the reality. Each book in this series is a bestseller. Do you know why? And here comes the giant there. Mark is a giant when it comes to publishing. He does not make a book topic that will not sell really well. And I just gave you some of the topics of his books. You can go to Amazon and check out all his books. They're all bestsellers. And each book title represents a niche or a sub-market or a mini-market or a micro-market that you can get yourself into. And then you can stand on the shoulders of those people in that niche. Okay, so Jomar, what you're saying is Mark has given us 20 of the best niches or sub-markets that anyone can make a business out of. Correct. He has done that. And just by opening the titles of the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. That's what he's done. Okay? Now, he's also the author of the book 1 Minute Millionaire. Now, what we're doing right now is benefiting from Mark's market research. He's already done the checking. Is there going to be money there? Did you notice there is no book called The Chicken Soup for the Filipino Soul? So in the world of 10 years ago, that was not a good market for books. Okay, maybe today, but maybe 10 years ago, no. Okay, so what can we learn from his books? Now, Mark Victor Hansen created a $1 billion book empire. Now he got this empire based on the Chicken Soup for the Soul books series. Now, is Mark Victor Hansen an author, the best-selling author, because of Chicken Soup for the Soul? So the answer is, what do you think? Is Mark Victor Hansen the guy who wrote all these books? The answer is, no, he didn't write the books. No, he did not write the books. In fact, you know it because in the title, it says compiled. And in the cover, it says there's some people there that, compiled with, he just compiled the stories. Compilation. Wow. If we stand on the shoulder of Mark Victor Hansen, do you think you can compile stuff about your market, hero, gift, hero, topic, sub-niche? Do you think you can do what he did? Compile. And if you say no, why? Do you prefer to write? Why? Because Mark did write. He compiled. Now, his books are full of inspiring stories, but it's not about everything, but extremely specific things like beach lovers, chicken soup for the beach lover's soul, chicken soup for the shopper's soul, chicken soup for sadness and grieving people, chicken soup for the expectant mothers. Are you hearing me? This shows that you cannot make a blog or a hero gift or a website that's about everything and anything you like. You have to select. You at least select 3 things or 3 hero gifts, 3 articles, 3 essays, 3 ebooks, 3 books. That's a hero gift, The gift of the hero, right? To be shown in, let's say, 3 different websites, 3 different YouTube channels, or at least try to start with a list of 3. Okay. But I'm not telling you to make 3 websites and 3 YouTubes. Don't do that. Do not make a website. Do not make a blog. Instead, you should go out and buy a nice paper notebook, like tomorrow, or you go to Lazada and buy it right now, and then you go buy yourself a nice sign pen. It doesn't have to be calligraphy pen, but really nice kind of heavy pen that does not look like it's what you used in college. Once you buy the nice paper notebook and the nice sign pen, you need to be starting. You will be writing your promises to yourself, because this is step 1. Now, Jomar, can I use a computer? The answer is no, no, and no, because we want your descendants to see what you write. We want them to uncover this notebook and see the kinds of things you were thinking about years ago. We want them to see your plans to give them, your descendants, a better quality of life. We want them to see you struggling to do that, okay, on paper. Now, you may be rich right now, but you also want to be time rich. Am I right? And this notebook will be a witness for all the efforts you want to happen in your life. Even if you've forgotten it after 10 years, envision yourself browsing through this notebook 10 years from now. Tell yourself, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I wrote this. Now, I'm talking about the notebook that you're about to buy tomorrow. Okay. Now, let's talk about time. You need to learn a brand new set of words. Okay. And this is when it comes to practical standing on the shoulders of giants. Okay. Now, this is not my shoulder. This is actually the shoulder of Mark Victor Hansen. And he revealed this to me, this kind of secret, in the book 1 Minute Millionaire. So I'm going to share this to you right now. Okay. You need to replace what you're thinking when it comes to time. When I say thinking, I really do mean thinking. Okay. Stuff like, oh no, I'm late. You're just telling this to yourself. Sometimes you don't even say it out loud. Like, I can't find the time. Next time na lang. Yan. Ano pa? I want to learn, but it's really hard. Yan. You need to replace these words with, I'm scheduling Monday afternoon to be my learning time. I'm scheduling Saturday nights, 8 p.m. to 12, to be my learning time. Okay. You're also going to say, I am protecting this time. Like, for example, right now, Thursday, 8 to 9, I'm protecting this time. It's my time to give you guys service. Now, you can also say, I am protecting the place, this corner in the house. I'm protecting this desk. I'm protecting this cafe where I will work, where I am learning from Jomar. I'm going to protect this place. So I'm going to devote this time, this place, this afternoon for the stuff I'm learning from Jomar, for example. Are you with me so far? Okay, now, write down these resolutions. No, I'm going to protect this time. Remember, the stuff you write when it comes up to time really, really matters, because this is what my giant taught me. Si Mark Victor Hansen. Okay. So you really need to write down these resolutions. No? In fact, you need to write down the promise that you will work on whatever project you're working 100 times into that notebook. Wow. Yeah. You have to write it 100 times still. So, Jomar, you cannot just write once. Yes, you cannot just write once. Can I just copy and paste and, print it and then paste it on the paper? The answer is no, because it's a paper notebook. You need to write on the paper 100 times. You need to handwrite 100 times, because you have already programmed yourself all the negative versions of it. Like, I really don't have time. I can't decide. I'm so confused. Saka na lang. I don't have time for that. All the wrong things you have already, it's in your heart. How do you get rid of it? You handwrite the correct version 100 times on the paper. And Jomar, can I just use any paper? I saw this piece of bond paper nobody's using. Can I use this? No, you cannot use that. You need to buy a nice notebook, and you need to use a nice pen, and they need to look nice to you, and you need to handwrite 100 times. Yes, Jomar, This sounds like a punishment, right? Jomar, why are you punishing me? Okay, I won't say it anymore. Klase, no? I won't say it anymore. I don't want to write it 100 times, which is kind of valid. Like, why should you do that? Punish yourself writing 100 times that I'm protecting this time and I'm going to make it this time Monday afternoon as learning or Thursday night as learning. Now, I can give in. If you don't want to do that, you need to do it this way instead. Every day, fill up one page, full page of your notebook, which means do not buy a notebook that's smaller than a pencil. No? Kaya na notebook. You're like cheating. Decent sized notebook, fill up one page of your whole notebook, writing down the same resolutions about your language regarding time. Your language, yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina. Write down same resolutions every day, fill up the page. All right? Is that okay? Now, of course, I am very serious about this. But Jomar, what does this have anything to do with earning money? Why do I have to write resolutions about time? Especially if I earn money from the internet. Why do I have to write that? The answer is everything. Because the person doing all the earning from the internet is who? Who is the person who's going to earn from the internet? Do you know who? I will not tell you the answer. You should already know who's the person who will be earning from the internet. Okay? You need to make sure that person is ready to accept the cash, all that money from the internet. We need to make sure that person is willing to accept all that money. Okay? And there are both accepting it consciously and that nagging voice inside of you that says, why change? You're happy naman eh. You want to accept the money consciously. But that nagging voice, the unconscious one, it's telling you this. You don't have to change. You're happy anyway. Or, you don't have to change. You're too old for this. This is going to be too hard for you. You should give up. In your brain, you're saying, yeah, I want this, but your nagging voice is saying you all these things. And these are words of your enemy, no? You must replace them with words that help you, right? Now, you need words that encourage you, okay? Now, let me tell you about the truth, okay? Now, you have been deceived into thinking that everything you tell yourself must be the truth. I'm going to say that again. You, me, we have been deceived into thinking that everything you tell yourself must be the truth. Because think about it. When you think about something, your brain says, that's true, right? Right? That's true, yeah. Yeah, about this volcano, this earthquake, that must be true because I said so. Now, yeah, right? Because you said so. So it's so true that you are, so if it's true that you are a non-earning house husband, for example, and when people ask you, hey, what do you do? I don't work more. What do you say? Well, telling the truth, maybe you'd say, I'm a non-earning house husband. Keyword, non-earning. Or nothing, I just bum around the house. Kasi non-earning house husband ka nga. No? Now, the keyword here is bum. Also, laze, as in laze around the house, as in lazy. Okay? Maybe even, I take care of the kids. Yeah. So, say this often enough, and that's all you're going to do. You know why? Because you say this is true. You say to people, okay, I take care of the kids. I bum around the house. If you say this often enough, your brain says, oh, that's true. That's true. In fact, it's all you're ever going to be. Question. You're in a group meeting. Hey, what do you do? I bum around the house. That's all you're ever going to do. It's all you're ever going to be. Because in your brain, it's true. Yeah. Now, let's compare it with an answer called a vision answer. This is my answer. Okay? Your vision answer reveals how you see yourself. For example, 10 years from now, but Jomar, let me stop you. How will I know what I will be 10 years from now? Yes, how will you know? Well, that's very simple. Number one, plus 10 the age. If you're 40 now, 10 years from now, you're 50. Ta-da! Or the best way to predict your future is to create the future. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Sabi ni Manong Peter Drucker, which I know he quoted from someone else. Okay? So say instead, I'm a home-based entrepreneur, even though you're really just a house husband who is not earning anything. Because this is your vision. You can answer them. So what do you do? Oh, my vision is to become a home-based entrepreneur. Wow. You're not yet, but that's your vision. Oh, I do home-based business. Okay, for example lang. I started the home-based business that I envisioned to become the Google of home-based businesses. Yeah, for example lang. So don't be like me when I started, a long time ago. For years, I have told myself, but never to anyone else, I'm always at the verge of success. This was in the days that I was an employee, and it was my first company, and I was like 12 years in the company already. And I tell myself, nobody hearing me saying, I'm always at the verge of success. Question, what do you think about this thing that I tell myself? Is it cool? Is it good? I'm going to get a glass of water. Please, in the chat room, tell me, how do you feel about this if you tell this to yourself? Come on, go. Let's check out it looks like a positive mindset, right? I do agree, Rose. It looks like I have a positive mindset. Let's take, somebody angrily told me, ikaw ba ay may pupuntahan sa buhay? That's the answer. I didn't know what to say, so I said, I'm always at the verge of success. Looks like positive mindset, yeah? Look at the definition. Now, that seemed to calm her down when she complained about me. Do you know what verge means? I'm always at the verge of success. Let's look at the dictionary. What does it mean? I'm at the approaching success. I am at the edge of success. I'm almost there. Michelle, congratulations. I'm almost successful. That's what I was telling myself. I'm almost successful. Almost lang. Lagi. So it sounded like positive mindset, but it was really pretty bad. In other words, I was just there, 99%, never hitting 100. That's a bad thing to say to myself. So you learn from my lesson, yeah? It means I'm not there yet. I will probably not there yet. And I'm not successful. That's what it means. I'm always. And I said, I'm always. I never got out of being at the verge of success. So these words we tell ourselves matter more than we think. And in my case, I stopped saying that when I met Mark Victor Hansen. Yeah. That's when I started saying words like, I am a multimillionaire, I earn tons of passive income, and stuff like that. And with confidence and without doubting and laughing at myself when I say those things. Okay. When I would say things like, passive income flows to me easily and quickly. Ayan. So that exercise of writing words repeatedly is a simple way to change the words we secretly tell ourselves and say, there's something good about you. There's something different about you. I don't know why, but I'm going to support you. Okay ba yan? This is the effect. Now, people will start saying these things, but they don't know why they're going to support you. That's the point when your outside talk matches what is inside talk. This is critical for everyone's success, your success. Grabe naman, Jomar, you're taking this too seriously. We all have one life to live. Isn't it about time someone take your life seriously? I may be taking it seriously, but maybe you need to because you have only one life. Yes? Okay. Now I'm talking about you. Wait, say aloud the names of your parents, grandparents. Go. Who are your parents, grandparents? Now, this question is a trick question, so I will tell you that I do not expect anyone to know the answer to these questions. What are the names of your parents, grandparents? Because usually nobody knows the answer to this question. Question is, do you know why almost nobody knows the answer? Do you know why people don't know their parents, grandparents? What do you think? Marilu, Dima, Grace. Correct, Mads. There is no significant legacy. In other words, tell me, if you don't know their name, do at least you know their work. What did they do? What was the work of your parents, grandparents? What did they do? I'm betting you most people don't know the answer. I don't know the answer of the work of my parents, grandparents. Now, did you know that in 250 years, nobody will know who you are? It's in the same way your great grandparents, they don't mean much to you. That's 250 years ago. 250 years ago, they don't mean much to you right now, unless you did something big with your life today. Unless in what that thing that you did, no, it changes the financial future of your family today. The sons and daughters of your grandchildren, no, will still remember Grand Lolo or Grand Lola for giving us these gifts, whatever it is that they have already, be it the gift of the tradition of spending tons of time playing with children. That is the gift I'm talking about here, no? That you pass on from your generation to the next generation to the next 350 years, that this is a family that spends a lot of time playing with their children or being with their children actively. Okay. Or maybe they pass on land, right? Which is very common. Or maybe they pass on a hospital, which is less common. Or maybe they pass on the name of the zoo named after your great grandparents, right? Maybe a park named after your great grandparents. Maybe a building. Maybe it's named after you 350 years from now. Okay. But Jomar, I'm just a sample person. No, I don't want those things for my great grandchildren. Yes, I'm sure you would reject this scene. Look at this scene. Your great son, grandson, is walking with his classmates in a park that is named after you. It can be obvious that the park's last name is also the last name of your great son. And they ask him, who is you? Your name. And then your great son proudly tells them your story. This is 350 years from today. And your great something son proudly tells them your story about how the park became that park. Why is the story? And how thankful it is because you created the beautiful place for him and his classmates. What do you think? Would you hate it if that happened? What do you think? Would you hate that scenario if it happened? Or would you go the opposite way? What do you think? I think you should stop being selfish and thinking only of yourself. I'm including myself now. I should stop thinking selfish and thinking only of myself, right? Now, saying, I want a simple life only. No, I only want 2 cars, one for each coding day. If one is coding, I need another car for the not coding day. and, and for me, I say, goodness, you want 2 cars and you just want a simple life. And can you really call that simple when there are people who don't even have a car? Okay. And when I wrote this presentation, I didn't have a car. Okay. Of course, now I have a car, but anyway, now it's time for you to think like you're standing on the shoulders of giants. Okay. Well, if this is still unclear to you, no, please plan a trip this quarter, this quarter, whatever listening, and try to go up a mountain, okay, and look for a place where there's a view, and spend a couple of hours staring at how little us humans are compared to creation. And now that you're on top of a giant, the mountain, compare what you see with your petty problems. What does it matter to you when the creation is so big and we are so small and our problems are smaller than us? Okay. Now answer this. Now answer. What do you think about it? No, you put it all in writing. That's why I asked you to buy a notebook. Put it all in writing, right? What is your response to this is creation, this is how small I am, this is how small or how big my problems are. Whatever your answer is, put it all in writing. Remember, your descendants, they're going to see this. They're going to see this. Okay. And that's it. That's my assignment for everyone. No? Go to a mountain, write it down, write down your reaction, and think about your life and how you're going to approach this one single life that I'm taking too seriously for you. No? that when you stand on the shoulders of giants, you're looking further, mas malayo than you would normally do. And you spend time looking afar, seeing further than your life, seeing beyond your children's life, but seeing beyond, even beyond your children's life to 350 years, 500 years into the future. Jomar, why are you teaching us this? This is how the giants think. Generational, 100 plus years in the future. How will that help me? How can I make money from that? What makes money is imagination. Do you understand me? If all you can see is, I will sell this product and make this profit and I will make money. That is not imagination. That's just mathematics. Okay? You need the power of imagination to bring you to that situation you want to be in. The situation of, I want to earn money from the internet. And that power comes from your imagination, but it's really easier if you stand on shoulders of giants who already imagined it for you. Now, let me suggest you go to the very first part of this short talk I gave you and think about all the topics I said, the hero gifts and the hero topics. These are things you can start off because they've already been researched by Mark Victor Hansen. These are niches or topics that are already making money, okay, for people. Start there. When you do your online project, when you create a YouTube channel, you don't know what it's about, start there. Because the books of Mark Victor Hansen, the Chicken Soup for the Soul, they are your giants, and you're standing there on the shoulder. And you're gonna have a better view, better imagination, and better hope for success because you did not start from scratch, but you started from the shoulder of the giant. That's it. That is my service and my value talk for you guys. Thank you so much, Laila, Grace, Marilu, and Loy, and Mads, and Mavic, and Michelle, and Ollie, and Rose, and Rowan. I'm going to spend 10 minutes entertaining if you have insights or questions. I'm going to ask Rowan, can you call the person you want to ask na magbigay ng insights? Okay ba?
Si Madel.
Madel, magbigay ka ng insights, voice only.
Oh my. Late ako nag-attend.
Besides, ikaw naman makakatawag na susunod pagkatapos mo magbigay ng insights. Go for it. What did you realize thinking about everything I said today?
Kahit late ako nag-attend, siguro yung pinaka sa akin, nag-resonate is, yung parang hindi tayo pwedeng, parang throw once, catch all, parang ganun. Tama ba?
Mm-hmm.
So, yun, kailangan maging mas intentional. Not only who you want to talk to, who you want to reach, pero who you want to serve with the gifts that you have.
Grabe, can you tell us something about intentional? Kasi mabigat na word. Baka meron kang example dyan. I know what it means, pero most people, baka wala sa vocab nila ang intentional. What do you mean
parang
intentional?
Some people get lucky na parang, I did it once, tapos, lahat, ang daming na-attract, or ang daming dumapit. Pero it doesn't always work that way, and it wouldn't work for everybody. So yun, so siguro a little bit more yung parang looking also into our gifts and sino ba yung tamang match for us, as well as considering also yung, di ba yung parang naturo mo sa amin before na titignan mo din ano yung niche na may potential. So medyo matching in that sense.
Okay, you now have the revenge to call the next person you want to be nabibigay ng
feedback. So,
si
Sir Rowan na rin.
Insights and feedback. Yan, go.
Sir Rowan na rin po.
Gumante talaga. Ay, sige. Dami namang tao dyan eh.
Yung ang gusto ko sa kanya yung standing of the shoulders of giants, diba? You have a plan and then you're not thinking only today for yourself. You're thinking for the generations na kahit na napakalayo na nung gap, maalala ka pa rin nila. Ibig sabihin, you've done something na importante. yun yung pinakamagandang nakita ko dito sa talk. If you could do something like that, whatever it is, kung give or meron kang, let's say, park, they could enjoy even maybe 100 years or more. Yun. Yun yung magandang maiiwan mo na lagi ka nila maalala. And then, actually, kung may maiiwan kang isang bagay na maalala ng mga tao, it's important enough na makatulong rin sa kanila para magpursige sila na maging successful din. Yun kasi yung para mag-continue. Kaya nga, let's say yung mga family ng doctors, nananatili silang doctors kasi yung ninuno nila doctors din. Parang
Yeah,
ganun.
parang ganun, ano? Oo.
Mm,
Mm.
or yung lawyers, pare-parehong yung generation nila, nag-stay pa rin na mayroon at mayroong isang same dun sa profession na yun. Dahil yun yung nag-succeed sa kanila, maaaring galing sila sa hirap
Tama.
before, yun. So yun yung kailangan nating gawin para maalala tayo sa future. Yun kasi yung parang nag-iwan ka ng purpose, not only for yourself. Parang hindi ka masyadong greedy na para sa sarili mo lang yung ginawa mo all over your life. Yun.
Mayroon akong tanong sa'yo, tapos kung pwede mong ipasa sa iba. Kasi di ba ginantihan ka ni Mads, no? Ang tanong ko ay, pwede bang wag na lang natin ang isipin yung mga descendants natin, yung mga great-great? Kasi layo naman nila eh. So, what's the point? Parang ganon. Ayan, pwede mo sagutin or ipasa mo sa iba yung sasagot.
Kung pwede naman kung gusto mong sa'yo na lang matapos yun or kung hindi man sa descendant mo for other people. Pero parang mas maganda talaga mag-isip ka para sa iba. Hindi yung mag-e-end lang din on your own self.
So the point is to think about others, hindi lang yourself. Nagkataon lang na kahit 350 years into the future, others din yun. Yung mga tao na yun. Very good. Pasa mo, tanungin natin sa susunod na tatawag mong tao.
Siguro si Michelle.
All right.
Hi.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for this topic. I think I'm also I was struck by three things. Number one, yung writing in order to rewire our brain. So to write down, to be intentional about your time to study and to like writing down para ma-rewire yung mga old thoughts that it's not good for you kasi hindi siya yun nga parang I'm on the verge of success, I am like this, I am like that, yun. And then yung for me din yung stand on the shoulders of the giant is we learn from those who are already successful, who have gone before us kasi yun, that's the difficult part. Is like yung mag-start ka new, so this one you can go and learn from them. And then to dream big so we can leave a legacy. Yeah, sometimes I'm guilty kasi I think before I also want to live simply lang. But lately I'm learning also to go beyond and expand that life is more than just having a car or whatever, but it's to live and to create an impact so you can make a difference now and for the futures and for the future generation. So thank you for this beautiful, awesome topic. I was really learning a lot.
Okay, pero you can also revenge by calling the next person
Okay.
to give her insights.
Loy?
Go for it, Loy. Insights or answer the question. Pwede naman natin ignore yung mga descendants ng mga apo-apo-apo natin. Bakit pa? Di ba? Ay, she cannot talk right now. Nagpa-pilot ng airplane. Maglalanding na din yung aeroplano.
Okay.
So, wag call someone else. Marivic! Kunyari, marunong ako Marivic! Konbawa! Konnichiwa! I don't know what I just said.
Konbawa, sir.
Ano sinabi ko?
Konbawa. Ay, okay lang ako kahit ano. Hindi ko na po kasi inabutan yung topic mo muna. Pero, about sa dream big nga na sinasabi niya kanina. Standing on the shoulder of a giant. Siguro nga dati kasi, kung i-ano ko sa sarili ko, hindi kasi ako ganun kalaking mag-dream dati. Kasi parang imposible. Pero naisip ko, part pala yun ng natin, journey na hindi dapat tumitigil yung mangarap Kung
Mhm.
katulad ko po, sabihin ko na ayoko may stuff sa akin yung mga natutunan ko.
Mhm.
Gusto ko rin i-share yon sa family ko. Kung wala man akong naging child, pwede ko rin siya i-share sa mga pamangkin or sa mga kapatid or sa next generation. Pero napansin ko po sa sarili ko na wala sa age ang pag-aaral. Just continue learning and kung hanggang saan ang kaya kong gawin, I try. I continue learning, sir.
Yeah.
Pero marami pang pagdadaanan na struggle. Yun lang po.
Oh, alam ko struggle mo. Oo.
Opo.
Mahirap.
Hirap.
Araw-araw.
Araw-araw.
Araw-araw siya binibisita ng struggle niya kaya.
Pasensya na po.
Marami din naman ganyan, no? Yung struggle nila kasama nila sa bahay. Diba? Huwag na tayo maingay. Okay. Call the next person. Thank you so much, Mabi.
Sino pa ba? Si Oli Cardona.
Si Oliver. Go, Oliver.
Hello po. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Standing on the shoulders of giants, bakit pa tayo matatakot kung meron ng mga giants diyan? Pinpointing especially you, Mr. Jomar, na kayo ng giant sa larangan na ito. So, at isa pa, bakit pa tayo matatakot kung meron siya mismo 365-day guarantee? So, it means that this is working. What you are offering is working. It's gonna work as long as you have to act, you have to put the effort. At ayun, tayo, instead na mag-start from scratch, mag-stand na lang tayo sa shoulder ng giant, ng higanteng si Sir Jomar. So that at least sa buhay na ito, since we only have one shot in this life, edi gawin na nating mabuti para meron tayong iwanang legacy. Dahil ako rin, kagaya sinabi nyo, hindi ko kakilala ang mga lolo't lola ng mga lolo't lola ko at never nilang nasabi ang kanilang pangalan o kung ano man ang ginawa nila. And so kung tayo man ang maging successful sa buhay na ito, halimbawa makapagpatayo tayo ng parke named after us or ay hospital named after us, at least malalaman yun ng mga descendants natin. Tama ba? O tama mga descendants natin.
Yes.
Yeah. Yun, yung mga apo ng mga apo, malalaman na ibang mga tao pa na meron tayong legacy. So, I believe that is all. And I thank you.
Salamat, Oliver. Laging kwela po si Oliver. Salamat. Galing. Ang galing.
Thank you po.
Nai-envision ko yan para sa inyo. And sana maiyak kayo pag naisip nyo yun, ano? Na somebody stated kanina si Rockefeller. Sino nagsabi ng Rockefeller? Gusto nyo kwentuhan ko kayo tungkol kay Rockefeller. Baka hindi kayo matuwa. Pero maganda siyang example na pwedeng kalahating kopyahin. Si Rockefeller,
New York po?
Sa New York, yumaman niya ng noon, panahon pa ng mga Wild West, no? Ang catch nga lang yan, sila Rockefeller, hindi sila yung typical, railway. Hindi sila yung typical na person today, no? Sila yung typical na businessman noon. Alam mo yung pagtising, dyaryo, sigarilyo, Dario, sigarilyo, tapos alis na. So sila yung business talaga. Do you understand? Tapos sila yung business na sinacrifice ang relationships. Ayan? To the point na yung anak ng anak, alam naman na mayaman sila. However, hated din sila. Gets niyo ako? Hindi obvious kasi ngayon kino-quote sila sa social media. Pero ang nagmamatter talaga yung mga descendants nila. Sira-sira yung pagbuhay nila. Sira-sira. Alam mo kung bakit? Yung pinasoon nilang values sa mga anak nila. I'm not talking just Rockefeller, pati silang mga, I forgot this other rich family. Anyway, Rockefeller's one. Another one that made money from railways, hindi lang siya. Si J. Paul Getty, isa pa yon. Hindi nyo kilala. He made Saudi Arabia become the richest oil-producing country in the world. J. Paul Getty is an American. Hindi sila nag-pass on ng values of family. Do you get me? Getty Images. Yes, Ollie. Sa kanila yan, Getty Images. May movie siya. Yeah, I watched the movie. I also have the book, no, ni J. Paul Getty. The values that they pass on to their children are pwede mong improve pa. So if ever anyone listening becomes the next Rockefeller kuno, the next J. Paul Getty kuno, may you be able to pass on better values for your children and your children's children na hindi lang love of money. Yes, Anmi? Kasi nagiging love of money lang lagi eh. Okay? So they're wealthy. Also a sad life. You don't want that. Yes, you want something na full. So that is Tony Meloto? Si Sir Tony? Kilala ko siya. hindi puti. Ito puti na American. Kilala niyo to. Rockefeller, tapos rich guy. Super rich guy. Na-meet mo si Sir Tony. Carnegie. Tama. Si Carnegie. Isa pa yan si Carnegie. No? Mining naman yan si Carnegie. Okay, mining and oil. Mining, no? Si Dale Carnegie. Isa pa yan na ang iniwan na legacy ay murder. Kakaiba talaga. One of the first billionaires in the world. They are examples of money, searching and seeking money, but they're not really your champions or faith shoulder giants when it comes to faith, when it comes to family, when it comes to a full life. Pwede ring siya nag-train, Dale Carnegie nag-train or nagturo kay Napoleon Hill who died poor, by the way. Did you know that Napoleon Hill died poor because he really wasn't rich in the first place? Alam niyo yan? Napoleon Hill is a reporter siya ni Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie is the millionaire. All right? So be careful following, Napoleon Hill kasi nga researcher lang naman si Napoleon. He's an author. Okay? He did not die. He did not do what he wrote. Iba yun no? Alam mo yun? He did not do what he wrote kasi he researched what the millionaires did before. So nothing wrong with that, but because yung laman ng libro niya is about what the millionaires said to him. Pero iba kasi yung example by doing, example by researching. Okay? So yan po, I know I have planted some seeds in your heart, in your life, and I hope this has given you value beyond what you expected to hear tonight. And as I said, this is a success value talk. This is for your success. I know you, somehow you find one thing that you will take home at isipin na mabuti. Pag nilayan ninyo, bumili kayo ng notebook at saka ng pen, sulat nyo. Para yung next generation will find, sinulat niya na to. Ni great-great-grandma. Ganun pala siya noon. Matulungan mo sila, yung mga people, your descendants, when they come to the time na magsastruggle sila. Okay? Action na lang talaga. So I'm going to give you some actions you can do right now. Now, for those of you who are not part of any of my programs, then join them, no? I have Asset Building Challenge. I have the Vertical Videos thing. No, I'm just gonna give you some links here that you can check out. Let me see kung mabubuhay ko ba yung links. Ayan. I'm not sure. So some actions you can do, no, on top of that would be, let me see if I can show to you. Okay. Hindi yan yun. Hindi yan yung papakita ko sa inyo link. Hindi ko makita. Wait lang. Okay, I can't find it, so I'll just give you something else. All right. For those of you who are interested in pursuing a life of excellence, yung talking like this also, no, at length, no, I'm finally opening my Inner Circle Masterminds. It's a brand new mastermind, which actually it's not brand new. It's my first mastermind from more than 12 years ago. I'm reopening it, and to join, you need to apply. So how do you apply? You send an email to me, Jomar at jhilario.com, and then I will send you a extremely long questionnaire. Pakisabi nga, aanin ko ang questionnaire mo, Jomar. Yan. It will help you clarify your life. Tapos, kung gusto ko yung sagot mo sa questionnaire, it's really long, no? And I will invite you to join the Inner Circle Mastermind. But even the act of answering the questionnaire is going to change the way you think about your life. Okay? Kasi ganyan ang buhay ng may mastermind, no? So, the Inner Circle Mastermind is my premier mastermind na dati pa. I usually only take entrepreneurs, people in businesses, people na may business. Tandaan niyo mabuti, no? Okay? So that mastermind must be invite only, and you should be able to fill up that extremely long questionnaire, which is available if you send an email to my brand new email address. You do need a business. Kasi pag nag-join ka naman, wala kang business, alang mangyayari sa atin. Wala kang ma-action. Walang action. Sa Inner Circle Mastermind, you need to have a business. You need to be selling something. You need to be willing to say na, may profits ako, ay, lugi ako, ganyan. So you send an email to jomar@jhilario.com. I'll send you this free questionnaire, a few pages long. You print it, then don't print it. Answer it online or Microsoft Word. Tapos, send it to me. It's going to be private. I won't show anybody your answers. If you're, you can remove your name from the questionnaire and just send it to me. I would know you own it. But it's a self-evaluation of where you are right now in your journey as an entrepreneur. Okay? Remember, it is much more valuable to you to be in the mastermind if you are selling something. Yes? Because pwede natin experimentuhin yung sinesell mo. If you're not yet selling anything, then it's going to be harder for you to gain any advantage from the mastermind. All right? The other thing you need to join if you're not selling anything would be my unfair advantage group. Okay? The unfair advantage, we grow in mindset. This is a different thing. No? How do you get to know the details of unfair advantage? Again, send me an email and I'll send you a link to talk to me one-on-one about the unfair advantage. Free. So I can orient you kung ano yung unfair advantage. So there are two masterminds. No? One is entrepreneurs only, the Inner Circle Mastermind. And the second one is yung unfair advantage group. Kahit hindi ka entrepreneur. Ayan. And let's end with Loy. Give time intentionally to overcome the negative thoughts that become a hindrance. Go beyond your capacity by standing on the shoulders of giant. The mentor serves as a guide. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing this mind-blowing awakening program. Thank you so much also. Now, if you love this one, then you will love our next Thursday. So make sure you join us every Thursday. And if you love even more, you can't wait for the next Thursday, then try join us in our programs, especially the Inner Circle Mastermind if you're an entrepreneur, or the Unfair Advantage if you are not yet an entrepreneur, but you want to get there as fast as possible. Okay? Thank you so much. This is Jomar Hilario. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye! Thank you for the answers ni Loy, ni Mads, ni Mavic, ni Michelle, ni Oli, and ni Rowan. Gagawin na natin tong regular na kayo na nandyan, so mag-ayos na kayo ng makeup. Okay? Every Thursday, kita na ko na kayo na. Magkikita-kita tayo, magpapakita na kayo. Ha? Okay lang. Kung ayaw nyo naman, okay lang din. Okay, magpakita. Pero marinig natin ang boses nyo. Alright? Padala nyo ako ng avatar para. Okay? Thank you so much. God bless.